Dear learners, this is Shashi Ramachandran. In my previous video, I explained the concept of past adjustment. That is from Chapter 2, Fundamental of Partnership Firm, Class 12th. And in this video, I will take some numerical of the same. Before starting, I will suggest you to clear the concept of past adjustment by watching my previous video. Link is given in the description box. So let's begin. See, the mistakes which we found after closing our books of accounts are to be rectified by passing one single adjustment entry. Okay, for that we calculate the net effect amount, that so that we can rectify that error by passing a single entry, and we find out the net effect of all the mistakes or omissions which occurred and found after closing our books of account. Okay, now the point here is, we learned in our previous video that how to find it out. Now the point here is, students generally get confused with the treatment, whether to take the profit which is already distributed in our statement of of adjustment or not. Now I'll tell you, see, there are two ways. One thing, if in case there is no mistake in distribution of the profits, then we should not take profits. Like we should not uh, reduce, like debit the wrong profit and credit the correct profit, or we should not prepare the P&L appropriation account to prepare to find out the correct profit. It's not required in case, again I'm repeating, that if when the profits are correctly distributed. So this way we can see the treatment is can be taken in two different ways. One, when the profits are distributed in a correct proportion, or another is the profits are distributed in a incorrect proportion. So here in this, it's clearly, as I explained, clearly says that here we are going to take out our wrong profit, or you can say debit the wrong profit and credit the correct profit. Okay, but again in this thing it's not required, because whatever mistakes we are detecting and we are finding out the net effect, that only is a mistake in the profit, and we are going to rectify with the help of that. So let's begin and understand it in a proper way. Okay, now this is a statement showing adjustment where this is prepared when the profit is distributed correctly and no error is in the distribution of the profit. Okay, so you can see here we have two columns for the partners. If there are three partners, then we'll prepare three columns, and there is one more column as firm. Okay, so we are going to show that how this omission or error is going to affect capital account, and what will be the effect on the firm's account. And firm's account here, if I'm talking about firm's account, so here I'm actually talking about profit and loss appropriation account. I'm talking about P&L appropriation account. If I say firm's account, that means here it is profit and loss appropriation account. This is what I am talking about. Okay, so just recall that and just have a picture on your mind that how the terms are written in P&L appropriation account. So as I said, if there are three partners, we'll prepare three columns here, and every partner's account we have divided into two, that is debit and credit. Okay, now coming to this thing, here the sequence we are going to write is the one which are missing. Suppose IOC, interest on credit, is not provided. So think of it where it is shown in capital account. Interest on capital is written on the credit side. So we are going to credit this. Okay. Remember one thing, as I explained earlier also, that we are going to pass journal entry with the help of partners capital account. So we'll see from that point of view only. So IOC, interest on capital, is credited. So once we calculate it, I will write the amount on the credit column. Okay, now here again, if I say interest on credit capital is wrongly, by mistake it is provided, it wasn't supposed to, there is no deed. So in the absence of deed, we do not provide interest on capital. But if the question says by mistake it is provided, so of course what we need to do now, provided means it is already credited in the account. what we are going to do? Reverse. That is, we are going to debit it so that we can uh, nullify the effect. Same way, if salary is not provided, we are going to credit that. Interest on drawing, which is debited in the capital account, if that is not charged, then in that case, we are going to debit and charge it. Okay, now just see the effect in the firms column. If these are credited in the capital account, in firms account, that is profit and loss appropriation account, it is debited. In P&L appropriation account, it is debited. And same way, salary also is debited, and interest on drawings charged is credited in P&L appropriation account. Now, what is the next step after this? So, see, remember one thing, that you are going to take the one items which are missing, or there is some error in that. If there is no error in salary, it's not given in the question, you will not take this point. So, you will take first of all, we are writing all the errors or mistakes occurred. Now, coming to this, as I said, there is no need, when the profits are distributed correctly, there is no need to take wrong profit minus and the correct profit plus. Will not take like that way. What we are going to do it, we are going to find out the net effect of the amount. The amount, the net effect, the exactly, this is the mistake which happened, which occurred in the profits. If you remember, I told you, if this is happened, it is going to affect our divisible profit. Okay, so how I'm going to calculate it? I'm going to see this debit. If debit is more than credit, I'll be writing here credit, like reverse. Why? Because of course, if debit is more than credit, that means I have given a less amount of profit. Divisible profit is less, so I need to increase it. If I'm providing, now in this case, if I'm providing IOC, if I'm giving, of course, divisible profit will decrease. Okay, so here, if it says the total, what you are going to write it here, if whatever is more after deducting it, whatever is more, you are going to write it reverse. Okay, so that means if credit is more and debit is less, you are going to write it here debit. If debit is more, credit is less, then you will be writing here debit. Okay, so debit here, credit is more, debit is less, you will write debit here. And of course, if the profit is distributed like in excess, we are going to debit that, this amount only will be debited to their account and amount will be taken out, because since we are providing now interest on capital, salary, okay, we are charging IOD, so if we are giving this, their divisible profit will decrease, so we are going to write it on a debit side, and again with the help of that profit sharing ratio. So this columns gives the total of all this. Okay, and here of course the total will be nil only, because there is no effect on the firm. I explained in my previous video, firm has no role to play, so it's between A and B only. So A and B, will find out the difference of debit and credit, and finally we'll find out the net effect or net amount, which will help us to pass the journal entry. So this is the thing. Now let's move to the questions now. Okay, now the capitals of A, B, and C stood at rupees 20,000, 15,000, 10,000 respectively, after necessary adjustments in respect of drawings and net profits. So these are the profits after making adjustment of profits and drawings. Subsequently, it was discovered that interest on capital at 10% and interest on drawings 130, 90, and 50 rupees respectively have been ignored. Profit of the year already adjusted is 10,000 rupees. Okay, then the drawings also are given to us, and now it says they share their profits and losses in the ratio of 2 is to 1 is to 1. So just remember one thing here again, as I go, like which method we are going to use, which way we are going to treat it, whether the profit, new profit, the correct profit is to be calculated, whether to prepare a P&L appropriation account. Again, we can get it here itself. There is no mistake. It is not said in the question that there is any mistake in the distribution of the profit. Profit is distributed in this one particular ratio only. Okay, so now we can treat this and find out our net effect amount. That is, interest on capital is 10%, which is not calculated and which is not considered, and even interest on drawings are not considered. So let's calculate 10% of interest on capital. Okay, now the capitals are 20, 15 and 10,000, but it says after the necessary adjustments. So these are our closing capital. And if you can remember, interest on capital is always calculated on opening capital. So that means the first thing will be we'll calculate opening capital and then we'll proceed with calculating interest on capital. 10% we'll calculate later on once we get opening capital. Okay, so the opening capital is like closing capital plus drawings minus profit. So what I have taken? I've taken all these 20,000, 15,000 and 10,000 closing capital, and here I've given with the drawings 1,800 and 500 that also have taken added, and wrong profit I have deducted. So wrong profit is 10,000 was distributed in the ratio of 2 is to 1 is to 1. So that I have taken here 4 to 2. So profit minus what where I reached, I got my opening capital. And also I calculated interest on capital here. Moving ahead with the format of statement showing adjustment. So this gives me this thing. If you remember, there is a particular A, B, C, since I have three partners here and one column for firm, and I have debit, credit, debit, credit, debit, credit. These type of columns are there. So first thing what I'm going to take, the missing one. So here what is missing? Interest on capital. So I'll be taking this interest on capital here as this, and why I've credited, because in capital account interest on capital is credited and in firm's account it is debited. Then what is the next thing which is missing? That is interest on drawings, which is given in rupees only. So I'm taking that, and interest on drawing is debited in capital account and credited in firm's account. So only these two things were missing. My next step will be to find out the net effect by deducting the two. Debit minus credit. So here debit is more. I'm going to write it here credit. Why am I writing here credit? Because I want to cancel the effect, nullify the effect. If the debit is more, how I'm going to rectify? By reversing it, that is crediting it. Okay. So again, if in firm I'm crediting, so in capital account what I'm going to do, because it's totally opposite, so I'm going to debit the amount. So wrong profit which is given in excess without providing these things, the actual amount, this effect they received, but in a form of divisible profit, so that I'm going to take it out, that is I'm going to debit the amount. Fine. And then I'll reach to the totals of all the columns, and here if you can see, my total will be nil. Here there is no role of firm, and now I'm going to take out the difference, which will be net amount. Net amount, that is the difference of the two. So how I have written this credit and debit, whichever is more. In this debit and credit amount is more, so I marked it here credit. Here also the credit is more, and here debit is more. So who is going to be debited? C is going to be debited. So my final journal entry is C debit with 784, A debit with 186, and B debit with 598. So this is a point. So let's move to the next question, and I'll get ready with my pen also. Okay. Now here comes a question which says that Ram, Mohan and Sohan were partners in a firm sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 2 is to 1 is to 2. Their capitals were fixed at its fixed capital. See, all these things you have to remember. If you focus on these points while practicing, of course you can easily locate them in your final examination. So their capitals were fixed at 3 lakh, 1 lakh and 2 lakh. For the year ended 31st March 2020, interest on capital was credited to them at the rate of 9%. So it is already credited, but instead of 10%. So this one is a wrong one, and here comes the correct one. Okay, the profit for the year before charging interest was rupees this thing. So now let's discuss this also. Now, as you know, again, there is no mistake in the distribution of the profit. No wrong ratios are taken. So we are not going to calculate the correct profit or wrong profit way. So we'll be doing like this. Now, coming to this thing, this point says that they are provided with the interest, but 9% and instead of 10%. So one way is give 9% back to the firm and take it 10%. Giving 9, taking 10, what a fun. Why it's required? Instead, what you can do is take 1% from the firm. Firm can give 1% more to the partner's capital, can credit more 1% more to the partner's capital, and the things will be okay. So this is what called as net effect. Instead of going for 9% and 10%. See, that also is correct. If you do 9%, you debit, cancel it. 10% you credit, which is a correct one. That point also is correct. But otherwise, what you can do is like you can 10 minus 9. 1% if I credit in their account, things will be all okay. Again, in this, one more thing I want to explain. If it is vice versa, 10% is given instead of 9%. So in that case, this difference will be debited. I hope I'm getting this clearing with my thought that here why I'm debiting it, because I've given in excess. So to cancel the effect, I'm going to debit the amount. Clear? Okay. Now let's see how it goes. So first thing, as I said, we are going to prepare our statement showing adjustment, and what we need to do here is we are going to take 1%. So we have a columns like Ram, Mohan, Sohan, because since there are three partners, in all the columns we have debit and credit split it in two, and there is a firms column also. Now coming to this, as I said, we are going to interest on capital is to be provided to them at the rate of to be credited. Why? And remember, again I'm repeating, if excess is given, then I would have debited this. Okay, I have written here. I'll be writing again in this column to be credited. Okay, so this goes as 10 minus 9. So how much I'm going to credit it? Only 1%. So 1% of 3 lakh, which comes to, and I'm going to credit this amount. Okay, so this comes to 3,000, and 1% of 1 lakh and 1% of 2 lakh. So here I have credited the amount, and this total is 6,000, and here I'm going to debit this. Okay, so this is the only mistake which was there. So if I'm debiting here, what will happen? If I'm debiting, exactly, yes, it is going to be credited in firms. To rectify this error, I'm going to credit in firms account. And if I am going to credit in firms account, I'm going to debit in capital account. So I will be writing here profits wrongly credited. So I'm going to take out the amount from profits. Now how I'm going to do that? 6,000 in their profit sharing ratio, that is 2 is to 1 is to 2. So I'm going to calculate it here. That is 2,400, 2 by 5, then 1 by 5, and again 2 by 5. So this gives me the final thing. I'm going to, since it's not a long list, so I'll directly take out the net effect by deducting the two or finding out the difference. Okay, so here it comes 2400, the difference is 600, here the difference is 200, here the difference is 400. Let's check out debit and credit, which is more? Of course credit, so I'm writing it here credit. Here with which one is more? It's debit, I'm writing it here debit. Here also debit is more, so this will give me the picture that how like 600. So who is going to be debited here? Mohan debit and Sohan also debit, where Ram is credited. So have this thing. So let's see how it goes. And finally, I have my journal entry. I wish it's okay. Okay. So let's go back and check out here. So what we understood here, when the profit is distributed correctly, then we have one column as firm, and we make only the correction in the profit which is wrongly distributed, means only that part of the profit which is wrongly distributed. But if the profit only is distributed wrong, so of course we have to find out the correct profit. So let's see what it says. In case when the profit for the year is distributed in a wrong proportion, you can see this adjustment statement, which actually gives me the capital of the partners, like partners columns are there, A, B. If there is third partner C, we will have a third partner C's column also. But if you can see, the firm column is missing, because now we are not seeing that what will happen in the firm, because anyways we have to calculate the correct profit. Fine. So what we are going to do is, here, see, I have taken this all same. First we'll take all the errors in a list, then we'll not see the net effect and change it. We are going to deduct the entire profit which was wrongly credited. So that amount I'm going to, like, I'm going to take out that amount from here, debit this amount, and finally the correct profit I'll take out with the help of profit and loss appropriation account. So in this question I have to prepare a P&L appropriation account to find out the correct profit. Okay, now one more thing, this P&L account, P&L appropriation account, there is no marks separately for that. To find out this correct profit, the correct profit which we are going to credit here, for this either we can prepare a P&L appropriation account, or we can do it vertically also. Like, as you know, what we do is net profit plus interest on drawings minus interest on capital minus salary. So this all gives me the divisible profit. So this way also I can calculate my divisible profit, because the ultimate thing is that we I need my the profit which is to be credited. Okay, moving to the questions now. Now there is a question: A, B, and C were partners in a firm, and their fixed capitals were A rupees 2 lakh, B rupees 3 lakh, and C rupees 5 lakh. Okay, again it says fixed capital. Now they were sharing the profits in the ratio of their capitals, and it was decided that the new profit sharing ratio will be 2 is to 1 is to 2, and its effect will be introduced retrospectively for the last 4 years. The profit for the last 4 years is also given to you, and showing your calculation clearly past necessary adjustment entry to give the effect to the new agreement of between A, B, and C. Now ABC capital is given. What it says, the capital was actually, here it clearly says that the capital were profit sharing to their capitals. So wrongly it was distributed in the capital. Now it's actually decided that it should be distributed in 2 is to 1. So you can make out here there is a distribution of profit also done wrong. Okay, and what you have to do, and this is like from the effect from past 4 years. So 4 year profits are given. All these profits we have to correct it. What we need to do is, this is the wrong one, we are going to debit it, and this is the correct one which we are going to credit. Okay, so instead of going for each and every year, what we can do is, we can calculate the total profit. And here all these profits, 2 lakh, 3 lakh 50, 4 lakh 75, 5 lakh 25, this gives me 15 lakh 50,000. Okay, so I'm going to find out the effect from this only. The 4 years things I'm going to change from this. Now I have again A, B, C, three columns, debit, credit, debit, credit. So what am I going to do is, 15 lakh 50,000 is the total amount which I need to correct. This is wrongly distributed in their capital ratio. Let's check out the capital ratio. 2 is to 3 is to 5. This is wrong ratio. I'm going to debit the amount. This profit I'm going to cancel by reversing, by debiting it. And again I'll distribute the same profit in this ratio, which is the correct one. Okay, so what I have here, the profit, first step I'll take out the profit. So profit wrongly debited. Okay, so wrongly debited in which ratio? Capital ratio, which is 2 is to 3 is to 5. And I'm going to, sorry, it is says, I'll repeat it. Yeah, profit wrongly credited. This we have already credited to them, and now we are debiting, so that the effect is 0. So 2 is to 3 is to 5 was a wrong ratio in which we divided 15 lakh 50,000. So we are going to debit this amount here. Okay, so in this ratio that comes to 3 lakh 10,000, 4 lakh 65,000, and 7 lakh 75,000. So this total are distributed in 2 is to 3 is to 5 ratio. Now how to go for the correct one? So profit to be credited. So what is the correct ratio in which the profit is to be credited? That is 2 is to 1 is to 2. This is the correct ratio, where the one which I'm going to calculate here. So again the same one, 15 lakh 50,000 distributed in 2 is to 1 is to 2. So it brings me to 6 lakh 20,000. I'm crediting this amount, 3 lakh 10,000 and 6 lakh 20,000. So finally net effect, which is like 3 lakh 10,000. This is the difference between the two columns, 1 lakh 55,000 and again 1 lakh 55,000. So okay, and again what is there, like here which one is greater? Credit side column, debit column is more and debit column is more. So this is the way I can get my net effect, which I'm going to use it for my journal entry. Okay, so my journal entry will be this. So you can see here that I used current account, because it says it's a fixed capitals, so I'm using here current account. So this is an important thing you have to remember, because you may lose marks here if you do not write current account. Okay, moving to one more question from this category, that is Ravi and Mohan were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 7 is to 5. Their respective fixed capitals were Ravi 10 lakh, Mohan 7 lakh, and deed says that the partnership deed provides following: interest on capital 12%, Ravi's salary is 6,000 per month, Mohan's salary is 60,000 per month, and also it says the profit for the year is 5 lakh 4,000, which was distributed equally. Yes, here is the point, it is distributed equally without providing the above. So it says that uh, here the profit sharing ratio is given as 7 is to 5, but wrongly we have provided it equally. Now we are going to use the same thing, old the the previous the wrong profit we are going to deduct, and correct profit we are going to add. Deduct here means debit, and correct profit also we need to find out. So let's begin. We'll make a statement here. So what it says, I'll take one by one things, I'll take one by one only. It says interest on capital is to be provided at the rate of 12%, and this is I'm going to credit. Okay, to be credited. So here am I with my amount. So I've calculated 12% of their capital. So I'm writing on a credit side, 1 lakh 20,000, and this gives me 84,000. Now what next I missed out? Salary to be credited. Okay, so salary to be credited, be careful, one salary is per month, another is a per year. So I'll be taking here per month, and this is for a year, so I'll be taking it as it is. Okay, now that's it. Now what you need to do, the next two steps are wrong profit minus correct profit add. So I'm deducting the wrong profit, profit wrongly credited. So what is the profit of the year? That is 5 lakh 4,000, and this is wrongly credited. In which ratio it is credited? By mistake it is credited equally, so it is wrongly calculated in 1 is to 1 ratio. I'm going to deduct that by writing on a debit side, so it is 2 lakh 52,000. Okay, now I'm going to take the correct profit, profits to be credited. Now I need to credit the profit in the ratio of 7 is to 5. But I'm not going to take this 7,04,000 profit. Reason being, sorry, 5,04,000. Here I've taken 5,04,000 in my previous thing. Now it's not a 5,04,000 which is to be divided. I need to consider interest on capital and the salary. So I want my correct profit also. Either, as I said, I can prepare my profit and loss account, or I can take it vertically. That profit 5,04,000. If you can see here, less that interest and salary which is provided. This is interest on capital, this is salary which is provided, and I reach to this is a divisible profit. Now I'm going to distribute this in the correct ratio, that is 7 is to 5, and credit the amount. So it goes as 98,070,000. So here my total, I have a total column also this time, and you know why it is, because there is a list which I need to be written. So I, for the sake of convenience, I drew this total column. It is 2,90,000. Here also 2,52,000, and I have 2,14,000 here. And finally, I'm going to find out my net effect by taking out the difference, which comes to 38,000 in both the cases. Now debit and credit, if I say this side credit is more, so I'll write here credit, this side debit is more, I'll write debit here. Okay, so you can see here the final thing. So here we are with our journal entry. So Mohan debit to Ravi, and that is Mohan's current account, because again it was a fixed capital method. Okay, so it is Mohan debit to Mohan's current account debit to Ravi's current account. So this way we have come to an end of this video, and I really hope that you like this video. And I wish that if you have any queries, any questions which you come across and you're not able to solve it, please write in a comment box so that I can make a video and explain you how to solve that question. Share this video with your friends and do subscribe to my channel Exuberant Learners. Also click on the bell icon to get the latest updates on my channel. Thank you.